Anthony, thank you again for the $20 donation. I'd say the building aspect probably affects Fortnite in a negative way as much as a good way. The skill gap is huge in the game. Nobody can just jump on the game and immediately have fun. You just get crushed for a while until you slowly learn. Anthony, I completely disagree. You think the building aspect affects Fortnite in a negative way as much as a good way? No way, man. Oh, no. I disagree. I completely disagree. In any opportunity to create a skill gap within a game, through actual second-to-second player mechanics is that's the gold, man. That's the gold of game design right there. That is the gold. If you can come up with a second-to-second game mechanic, and some of you are saying, why do you keep saying second-to-second? I'm talking when you're in the fight and you're able to do something on the mouse or keyboard that could alter that fight, that could change that fight based on your ability or skill or knowledge of whatever that particular mechanic is, to be able to pull it off at a higher level during that exchange than the other person. There's something very powerful. It makes you feel powerful. That's what you want, right? You want this mouse and keyboard to be your Lamborghini right here, man. A stick shift Lamborghini. And you're the one that could drive this Lamborghini faster than anybody in the world. Right? That's what Tifu is. He's able, like, he's got his keyboard vertical and his hand is like this. And he's able to hit all these different keys and understand when to hit them faster than anybody. That's why he's the best. And it probably feels really, really good. I don't know. I completely disagree. As a game designer, that's exactly what you're looking for. That's what you want. Right? You don't want freaking barbed wire in front of you. Like, you don't want barbed wire in front of a door. Do you think that's skill to be able to lay barbed wire in front of a door and camp inside of an interior of a building? You think is that what the gamers want? Absolutely not. It's not what I want. It's not what I grew up with. I grew up with Halo 2, jumping, proximity chat, throwing a grenade, perfectly placed grenade off that ricochets, boom, boom, right there around the corner. Like right when it explodes, I'm jumping around a corner, not just strafing a corner, but jumping around a corner, aiming down at this guy, bop, bop, dead. Right? Like, I want to be able to outplay people, not put a goddamn barbed wire in front of a door or put some stupid... Right? None of that. Get rid of it. I don't want to hit something. I can see everyone in front of me. That's not a skill thing. So mobility can be a skill gap. Absolutely. If you build a second-to-second mobility mechanic that is different, like if you can create something off the top of your head, absolutely. Apex has it. It's called sliding. I guess you can kind of say sliding is I mean, you're starting to see all these, like, I guess you could say you're starting to see these second-to-second mechanics being elevated in shooter games. Healing, the movement system in terms of sliding around, the mantle speeds, they're all being elevated so that they are quicker. I guess with Halo 2, or the old school Halos, all that was taken care of for you in terms, like, for the healing, the shields and stuff like that, right? Auto generation. Well, the thing with Battle Royale, well, thing with Battlegrounds, someone mentioned about Battlegrounds and how they were like the #1 Battle Royale game. There is something like, it feels like Battlegrounds was made for PC, right? The skill of aim and leading, you know, shots and bullet drop and just the like the sort of that slower paced narrative that is involved with that game. It's like, it's kind of a mature, it's like, I have to be honest, it's a mature game. Like a kid's not gonna jump on that and go, wow, I'm having such a fun time. No way. It's a more mature, adult-oriented game, in my opinion. I think when it launched, it was the only one on the market that provided like that last man standing narrative that was just, it was at a comfortable pace that for a mature audience, both as a gamer and as a spectator. It was easy to digest, and that's why I think I was successful. It feels really good to shoot in that game. It just sucks that like it's not optimized. I think for Activision, it's gonna be. I mean, Activision is obviously, it's a AAA publisher, right? Like you better believe that, you know, the next Call of Duty, as the industry shifts, and there's a higher demand on stuff that is outside your typical first-person shooter sandbox style shooter. I think Call of Duty's, you know, quickly finding that out. Like quickly. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you see some major changes to their next Call of Duty, or even the Call of Duty after that. I mean, they have to change it. They have to change their formula, right? Especially one thing is this new generation of kids that are exposed to like Fortnite and that are getting exposed right now to Apex Legends, and they're really young kids, you know what I mean? They didn't grow up with Call of Duty like we did. Now they're growing up with Fortnite. They're growing up with Apex Legends, right? Like they're getting exposed to all these new elements involved with Battle Royale and all these new mechanics and just these classes with special abilities. While combining that with old school first person shooter stuff, there's got to be a change. A skilled Pathfinder could be pretty deadly, whipping around a map.